Hello. So I am back on Rs3. It has been a while since I actually played, but I did want to go over a couple things because I previously was using the Taskman to be able to generate whatever task I end up having to do. Oh, it needs to relog in. But I am going to still be using the site, but I'm not going to be using it to roll tasks. From now on, I kind of want to just pick my tasks and start working on actually clearing out areas of the like site and just be able to get more progress on my account than I feel like I was getting previously. Because I was just constantly getting a new boss, and like I many of these bosses I don't even know how to fight or whatnot. So I want to just work my way through getting stuff whenever I feel ready. Um, and then like because I want to focus on more skilling and questing and stuff like that. So yeah, one of the early goals is going to be for me to actually finish off my quest cape because I've been putting that off for so long and I would love to have it. So here I'm going to be talking to Thalmud to hopefully get some progress. I don't know if he does just talks through each thing each time. And then he also has... Oh, he doesn't have it today. Okay, that's the wrong date that I was looking at. I'm going to need to get some greater greater bars to do the Requiem of the Dragon quest. So here I'm going to be starting the quest Requiem for a Dragon. This one will be getting me a pretty decent Necro Ring, and then just gets me further in the Fortentry quest series. I might actually just do all of the fort quests and then finish up like the deserts, and then go from there. See what I have left. Here, I just got the core artifact for this quest. I just need the base now. And then here's the base. So now I just gotta go talk to this tree again to have it tell me how to fix it. So here I'm going to be restoring the soul beacon. Hell yeah. So here's going to be the end of the quest. Hell yeah. New incantation unlocked. Zorgoth's Ring, Sulfur Title, Ungol Ritual Site. So now I can go do some rituals at the Ungol Ritual Site and just try to upgrade that. I can do that at any point though. So with that, I'm going to continue on with the I think maybe actually final quest of the fort. Princess and the Pauper, which is a new quest. So here I'm going to be starting the Princess and the Pauper. So we gotta find a stolen creature. Or stolen recipe. So here I get to name the dog and end the quest. So I'm gonna name him Duke. And there's Princess and the Pauper complete. So next I'm gonna be starting the desert quests, and that first one actually starts right here. So this is going to be Ode of the Devourer. And this one will unlock the Gates of Elenus skilling boss. When I was looking through my bank, I have a couple sacks I can open. That's to be expected. Just fucking sharks. Ooh, agility. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be finishing the Ode to the Devourer. I was just kind of getting some stuff to take with me. So after numerous attempts, I don't know if I'm ready to do the gates, because like I was not able to do it. I kept dying. So I think that like I need to get my summoning up to get better Beast of Burden, because I don't have any in my bank right now. And if I get any Beast of Burdens, I want to get a yak, because I have 15,000 yak hairs in my bank currently. But I am not actually going to be doing that right now. Because I said I'm going to be just working on clearing up tasks and stuff like that. I'm going to be starting by going into the I'm looking, trying to find it. Going into the Ark and working on some of that to get some of the collections, just get some of the items unlocked from the shop. I wonder, does it have a teleport? Arc journal? Cool. So I'm just running over here to look. Okay, so I can buy a couple things, but I'm going to be saving up and trying to get the hunter stuff, which actually I can buy another one right now. Gloves. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be working on collecting some charms to buy the rest of it, and then also just working on getting some more other stuff in general. So yeah. And then I just sold some stuff. I'm going to be buying a couple more things. Whale Maw's deposit box and Waco's grill. Now back to saving up for the equipment and stuff. Here I just discovered a new type of mushroom, the immorel. Here's another one, being the snuffle truffle. Here's another new one, the corpse bloom, which I wonder how many more I actually have on a regular island. So I still need the buttercap and the toadstool. And then the rest of these are uncharted. Cool. Here I just found some rum berries. So with the fact that I am working on the arc a little bit, I'm just gonna do all of the mini quests, or as many as I can, because just to unlock more of the arc. And yeah, I'm currently just trying to figure out how to get a the fish oil, because I don't know how to get that yet, but yeah, that's one of the items required for the head of the family, so I need to get that, and then I'll be able to start these mini quests. So after looking at the skill requirement, or the requirements for the quests, or the mini quests in the arc, I was looking and they are pretty linear. You have to do them for the most part in order. And the third quest requires 91 crafting, which I do not have yet. So I'm going to be working through all of the materials in my bank and seeing how close I can get to 91. Here's going to be 89 crafting, and I don't think I have enough banked XP to be able to get up to 91. So I'm going to have to find some other tasks to be able to work on. So I ended up only getting a level and a half from the crafting supplies that I had in my bank. So I'm going to try to open up all my prawn balls real quick and see if I can get the items that or the golden eggs that I still need for the house to get it up to Majorat. But once I do that, I'm going to be going through, I'm going to first grab a couple resource dungeons that I haven't entered yet, and then once I do that, I'm going to start looking through more of the, I might do a little bit of the archaeology, just so that I can start getting more of the powers unlocked. One of the biggest ones that I want to get to is the fishing one, which requires 99, so that's going to take me a while to get to. But in the progression guide, I'm still only at like tier 80, so I got a lot of stuff that I can work through. So here is going to be one of the dungeoneering entrances. And then the other one that I need is the Frost Dragons. And then here's going to be the Frost Dragons dungeon. So like I said, I'm going to be doing archaeology. I have to figure out exactly where I was in the progression, just so that I can know where to start. But yeah, once I figure that out, I'm going to be starting to knock out artifacts. Peacocking parcel restored for the first time. Here's going to be the Aviancy Dreamcoat. And then here's the Ceremonial Plume. So here I'm going to be turning in this collection to the collector at the guild. The next one is going to be at Port Sarim. The other collection is at the Armadillo Tower, at the Low Sea. Ooh, that's one of the relics. And then I can go up here and give the Dream Coat. Or is it the Plume? Hell yes. Two relics unlocked. And then the last one is at Tess. So here I'm going to be turning in the plume to the showy things. And then now I can go back to the guild and put these in the monolith. Death Ward unlocked. I'm going to look to see what I need to do for that. So to get that relic, I needed to go to the Fairy Queen with this item. So now none of my herbs or mushrooms will die, as long as I have this on. So looking into this, the next set is at the Warforge. So I'm going to be going there and collecting that. So here I just noticed a Hand of Glory in the Forge, so I'm going to pick this up. And then here's the Amcando Anvil. Oh. Do I have to wait? Or do I just have to go talk to Thurog or whatever? So I think he's just gonna craft it for me? Oh, okay, so now I just have to go and make it myself. So here I'm gonna be crafting my Matic. Hell yes. So I'm assuming that this is the one that I need. No, that's 119. What the fuck? Where is this set that I need? So here I just found the next one. So yeah, I need to get the battle standard and the stick grenade or stink grenade. I need to get, I think, three. Okay, so 3 battles and 2 stinks. There's gonna be a relic thing that it's used for. So here I just got an augmenter to augment my Imcando hatchet and turn it into an invention item. Hell yeah. Now I can actually train invention with all of the skills. So here I'm going to be getting the It's Time to Duel achievement. Cool. Achievement unlocked. I love how they actually have a Yu-Gi-Oh reference with this. Here I'm going to restore the grenade. Restore the grenade. And then here's going to be the battle standard. And then I just gotta go and turn in the artifacts. Collector number 1. Here's going to be collection number 2. The last thing requires me to lose this to this, and I get a relic. Hell yeah. So here I'm going to be restoring the gnome engram and then turning it in. Next, I'm going to unlock all the prayers from Celine. Hell yeah. Sorrow unlocked. So here I'm going to unlock more necro abilities. All but the final 2. Hell yeah. So here I'm going to be crafting the first rune pouch. Hell yeah. So the next things that I'm going to be going for is totem pieces. Also, I'm sorry that, like, I keep going to do random things. Like, I'm just looking through the tasks and finding things that are relatively easy for me to do. And things that I've... Because eventually I'm going to work through all of them. But, like, I just... Yeah. I'm not just going to go straight down the list. I'm just going to be jumping around. Here, I just got a totem piece. Currently just collecting tortoise shells so that I can try to actually finish that quest that I started, and actually get the gate unlocked. Because all I still got is the boss fight. Hopefully final hit of the boss. Come on, pillars, pillars, pillars. Where are you at? There we go. Go, 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 go. Smash. Boss complete. Hell yes. So this should also be the end of the quest, hopefully. I love how one of the options is just meow.
I mean, the only right option.
Oh. Do I have to fight him now? So here's going to be the end of the Ode of the Devourer. And then next I'm going to do Beneath Cursed Sands. Okay, so the Cursed Sands, Menaphos Throne Room. So here we're going to be starting the Beneath Scabrous Sands. I'm assuming I talked to the Pharaoh, or... Oh. So yeah, this one would unlock a new epic dungeon, I'm pretty sure. So here I'm going to restore the golden scarab for the quest. Here is going to be the end of the Beneath Scabbard Sands. So next, I can do the Pharaoh's Folly. And this XP lamp is literally going to get me 800 XP away from 94. So instead of actually doing like the rest of the quests right now, I'm going to just start working on some of the achievements and stuff like that. One of them is to get this helmet. And that also gets me the 15k Zez. Hell yes. Companion. Zez 15k. On to the next. So for the next task, I'm actually going to try and get the Zorgoth's ring upgraded from doing rituals. It says that it takes at maximum 100 rituals, so I'm just gonna go until I get it. So here I just got the upgrade. It only took me like 20 of the rituals. But yeah, like I said, I'm using the Taskman site to figure out what I'm going to be doing and stuff like that, and I'm going to be jumping around a lot. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is thieving in the Dwarven Mines for a double ammo mold. It's supposed to be like a 1 in 1k, so it shouldn't be bad. Here I just got the double ammo mold, so now I can add that to my tool belt. So after looking, there is a task to obtain all of the fish pets from the aquarium in the in Catherby. How do you get the tiny net though? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the tiny net. So I found out how to get the tiny net and I kind of feel dumb. So you needed to have the fish and then you can... Oh, how do you empty it? Is there no emptying it? Oh, you can just probably use it. I need the skeletal. But yeah, you had to fill up a water bowl and then use seaweed on it, and then you were able to catch it. Or buy the net to catch them. And then here I just got the spine fish, so now I can go and put them all in my house, which, that's as weird as that sounds, apparently you can just put them all in your house. So yeah. So here I'm gonna put them in the menagerie, which I really don't know how that works because they're fish bowls. Like, okay, that's kind of cute. It just puts them down and then they just jump out of the fish bowl. So next I'm going to be going to grab another pet, and I'm going to be grabbing the baby squirrel. So here's going to be the white squirrel. And then, so now that I got that, this should be able to just go into my house as well. But from here, I might jump back into thieving since we recently got the 120 update, so I am still haven't gotten 99, but I should be able to just start working my way through and like earning stuff. I'm probably going to start with finishing off the Thieves Guild shop so I can get better upgrades to my loot bag and then get the tools for the tool belt. But here I'm going to put the squirrel into the menagerie. Oh. Can only put fully grown. That's annoying. So then I'm gonna have to have this dropped. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be working on thieving next. So here I'm gonna turn in my stuff because I have a full bag. Okay, one more pouch and I should have enough to upgrade to the large. This should hopefully give me enough points to get the upgrade. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Rewards. And we gonna purchase the large loot bag. Hell yeah. So another task that I can easily do is gonna be upgrading the smithing auto heater to the advanced smithing auto heater. Hell yeah. Here I just went on my 5th Uncharted voyage. I'm gonna be trying to level up my divination while collecting chimes. So after doing a little bit of testing, I think that the mushrooms are actually faster chimes than the regular like lower tier energy. So I'm probably gonna be working on those. But yeah, that was one of the requirements for the medium tier. I'm kind of just working through each tier, doing stuff that I want to do. Like, for example, doing all these arc things, I'm kind of just throwing them in, just to be able to get a little bit of progress towards Salty. I know I'm probably not going to unlock it, but for a very, very long time. But it's good to actually be working towards it. So actually, instead of doing the arc, I'm going to work on basically unlocking some more of the arc because I need 97 fletching. But I'm gonna go to the dinosaur farm and work on the fletching and hopefully the fire making. I don't remember if I need 95. Yes. So actually, instead of before doing that, I might go to the Jadinko lair and get myself 95 fire making. Here's going to be 95 fire making. And now with that, I am able to go to the extinction place and actually finish up all of the dino arrows and basically the god arrows as well, because with that I can do the fire making training there. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that a bit. There is an achievement that I do need to do at the dino farm, and it's just talking to the one lady about zygomites. So here I'm going to talk to prehistoric Potterington. Cool. So I'm going to start with getting the fungal shafts and getting my fletching up to 97. Just because there's 9, I am eventually going to have to get 110 and then also 120 when they release that. But this will give me a good idea of how much tips and dinosaur propellant that I need. But there is an achievement for showing Bill. Oh, I just talked to him. The achievement says to show it to him. Okay. Well, there's also another one for using the propellant on Paddington. So I'm gonna run over here and do that real quick. Cool. I might even just do this until I hit 95, which is when you can actually start fletching these, and then I'll start collecting the other pieces to just make an even amount. Here the pet squirrel actually grew into an adult. So here I just hit 100k temporal fungal shafts. Once I hit 192, I might switch up to do something else. I know that there's a couple lore books that I can get from Crocious, and then that would also level me up towards the level 97 needed for the sea salt. And then yeah, eventually the goal for Arc would be to make the gumbo, shark gumbo meals, because that apparently is the best for chimes. So here's gonna be 92 fletching, and with that I may actually end this video off, and in the next video, due to the fact that I mainly focused on skilling in this episode, in the next episode I am going to focus on some bossing and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope to be able to get into maybe finishing off the new boss of the I don't even know what it's called. This thing. I still need the pet, and then maybe going back to God Wars 1, working on finishing up my armor sets because I still need the tassets and gloves for melee. And then let's see what else I still need. Kriara. I still need the gloves. And then Krill, we still need the gloves as well. Every single boss, I still need the gloves. But yeah, I'm gonna be going back there in the next episode. So yeah, have a good day.